It may have had its flaws, but Sega's 8-bit portable system definitely had some gems in its library. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Sega Game Gear games. For this list, we're taking a look back at what we feel are the finest titles available for the Sega Game Gear, ranging in genre, scope, and style. These games defined their system while being interesting in their own right. Normally for lists like this, we would exclude ports, but since the Game Gear's exclusive library was very limited, ports will be allowed. Number 10, Axe Battler. Going by this game, a new handheld calls for a new gameplay formula. In this spin-off of the Golden Axe series, you are cast as Axe Battler, a barbarian warrior from the original Golden Axe. Axe Battler's quest to retrieve the magical Golden Axe from the Devil Death Adder takes him through a variety of locales, from caves to forests and mountains, and onward. The most unique aspect of Axe Battler is the shift from beat-em-up gameplay to a mix of overworld exploration and side-scrolling combat rooted in series conventions. It made for an engaging combination of elements both old and new. Number 9, Lemmings. To command an army of tiny, adorable rodents. Lemmings for the Game Gear embodies the experience of the original PC title, which involves helping a line of human-like lemmings get to each level's exit. Where things get tricky is the obstacles. You must help the lemmings avoid hazards such as lava pools, dropping from a high height, or other traps in the levels. From the use of special skills on the lemmings to accounting for each level's difficulty, there's no shortage of challenge or fun to be had with this puzzler. Number 8, Micro Machines 2, Turbo Tournament. As a miniaturized port of the console counterparts, this is a quirky little title. Micro Machines 2 takes the top-down track racing of its predecessor and expands upon it. The game's drivable toy cars now require different handling techniques based on which course is selected. Additionally, Turbo Tournament also sees the introduction of non-car vehicles, such as hovercrafts and helicopters. With its light refinements to the series elements and its embrace of fun toy cars, Micro Machines 2 had a solid place on the Game Gear. Number 7, X-Men. With respect to X-Men Game Master's Legacy, this is the more standout title. Exclusive to the Game Gear, X-Men puts the titular team against the likes of Magneto, Sebastian Shaw, Callisto, and other iconic foes. What's interesting about the game is the way in which its beat-em-up combat is paired with suitably lengthy and visually distinct levels, creating a sizable and fulfilling experience for players. On top of that, members of the X-Men besides Cyclops and Wolverine can be unlocked through playing the levels, letting people select from a fair cast of the characters. Number 6, Arena, Maze of Death. Arena, Maze of Death operates on this mentality, showing a version of Earth circa 2026 in which a TV network has brainwashed the populace. Pro-democracy citizen Guy Freelander takes on the task of running an incriminating tape to a broadcast location, which means battling through multiple heavily guarded zones. Maze of Death uses its isometric perspective and dystopian angle to great effect, creating an action-centric experience where survival is uncertain and the odds are overwhelming. At the very least, it's memorable. Number 5, Tails Adventure. As the third game to feature Sonic the Hedgehog's sidekick Tails as the singular hero, Tails Adventure is quite remarkable. Different from other spin-offs, the game features a mix of platforming and role-playing mechanics. As Tails, you not only traverse environments, but also collect useful items, manage Tails' health points, and explore stages via backtracking. Yet, this shift from convention works. Both because of the fun of discovery, and because of the game world's colorful design and level of detail all make it a treat to experience. Keep on flying with pride, Tails, buddy. Number 4. Mega Man. Make no mistake, in spite of the name, this isn't a remake of the original Mega Man. Built as more of a fusion of Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5, this Game Gear release serves as a mashup of franchise tropes. The 1995 game Mega Man was designed for difficulty. Besides the usual mix of shooting and platforming, the game also lacks continues and includes vertical side-scrolling to up the ante. This boosted the challenge, coupled with impressive 8-bit visuals, all making for a fitting addition to the Blue Bomber's classic adventures. Number 3. Lunar, Samposura Gakuen. Translation, Lunar Walking School. Only officially released in Japan, this is still something of note. One of the rare role-playing titles for the Game Gear, Lunar Walking School follows a girl named Ellie as she and her friend investigate a seemingly abandoned magic school. Divided into 12 chapters, the bulk of the game is centered around battling monsters via a first-person interface, gaining magic and other skills as the characters level up. With built-in intrigue, visual roots in classic RPGs, and a lively cast, Walking School catches our eye in more ways than one. Number 2. The GG Shinobi. Fight on, Joe Musashi. The first game in the Shinobi series released for a portable system, the GG Shinobi does its best to honor its franchise's legacy. The varied weapons, abilities, and ninjutsu available to players here makes the game's noteworthy difficulty really rewarding, and the element of choice is definitely welcome. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Call it predictable to put a Sonic game at the top spot, but you can be sure that this game has its own distinct quirks and merits, rather than be a shameless Genesis port. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 takes the first Game Gear installment's fast-paced level traversal and refines it. Each of the game's 7 zones are split into 3 acts, culminating in variable boss battles. Add in some zone-centric mechanics and hidden bonuses throughout, and you have a game that pays tribute to its franchise while blazing its own trail. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite title for the Sega Game Gear? For more gaming top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.